Good morning from the Raleigh County Convention Center, Dave Bartsdale Court. I'm Mercer Lowry, ready to bring you game number 11 of 28 this week. This is day 3 and game 1 of this Thursday morning. We have games this morning, this afternoon, and tonight here at the 2024 New River CTC Invitational, being presented by Little General Stores. And the first game we have this morning will be Mercer Christian. They are 2-6, taking on the Liberty of Raleigh Raiders. They are 1-3. I'm Mercer Lowry. Be working solo here this morning. We do have the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing, and I think I can speak for Nick and myself. I definitely can speak for myself. I think I speak for Nick on this too. It doesn't seem like we ever left. Nick has produced and directed every game here this week as well as last week. He's got to be worn out, especially having to put up with me. We also have Andrew Boland on camera and Jackie Moon on camera as well. Like I said, this is the 11th of 28 games to be played this week. So we've got 6 games here this morning, this afternoon, and tonight. So I'll be on the mic for 3 doing play-by-play. Bill O'Brien will be on the mic for the other 3. Brian Hilton will also join Bill O'Brien at some point, and I may be working with Bill this afternoon. But this morning we'll get you started with 2-6 Mercer Christian against 1-3 Liberty. Both teams are out on the floor going through their warm-ups. We'll take our first pregame break, come back and get you ready for the game here in about 10 minutes or so between Mercer Christian and Liberty. You're watching live streaming coverage of the 2024 New River CTC Invitational, being presented by Little General Stores here on Video Productions.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us, New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us, New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
When you're repping the blue and gold, staying ready is key.
That's why we hit up Little General Stores, our go-to when the clock is ticking.
At LG, they're hustling to cover your daily needs, fueling you both on and off the court.
From the finest snacks to a team that's always ready to assist, Little General Stores is the ultimate stop.
You can rest easy knowing LG has all your essentials.
Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
Find out more at lgstores.com.
West Virginia's #1 hit music station. West Virginia's longest running morning show. Hit music 24/7. One station, all the hits. 103 CIR is WCIR FM, Beckley. 103CIR.com.
Every bite better with Pepsi.
Little Caesar's stuffed Crazy Crust is stuffed with cheese and has a delicious buttery garlic-flavored crust. And it's $9.49, making it the lowest price in stuffed crust. And I'm out of time. There was more time.
Pizza, pizza.
Take me home, country road.
105.9 WTNJ.
And we welcome you back to the New River Community and Technical College Invitational. This is day 3, game 11 of the 28 games being played this week. The first game of this Thursday. Got 6 games on tap for this morning, this afternoon, and tonight. As we look back on Tuesday, it was Webster County beating Mercer Christian 62-50. So that's how Mercer County ended up playing in this 11-15 game this morning. And it was James Monroe beat Liberty also on a Tuesday, 73-51. So that's how we got to this matchup between Liberty and Mercer Christian. Liberty will be the home team on the scoreboard. Liberty of Raleigh from Glen Daniel. They will wear white uniforms trimmed in red and black. Mercer Christian will wear black uniforms trimmed in blue. Both teams going through the warm-ups. Glad you're with us here this morning. Whether you're having breakfast, lunch, or even brunch, glad you're with us. I'm Mercer Lowry to bring you the first of 6 games here on this Thursday. We're going to take one more break, come back, have the opening lineups and the tip of this game, and we'll do it on the other side of the break. We're streaming live here at the 2024 New River CTC Invitational, being presented by Little General Stores on Video Productions.
have the one thing that everyone's loving. And as it happens, they come by the dozen. Everybody loves it, and everybody knows it. Everybody loves a donut.
Are you ready to steer your career in a new direction? Look no further than New River Community and Technical College. With brand new simulators and virtual reality equipment, New River CTC's commercial driver's license program provides on-the-road experience before ever getting behind the wheel. You can become road ready by earning your CDL in just 6 weeks, along with a 180-hour certificate. Whatever your dream, New River CTC's CDL program puts you on the route to success. Don't wait. Apply now.
At Dutch Miller Automotive, we've grown quite a bit over the last 60 years, but our core principles remain the same. We believe in treating our customers and our team members like friends and family, and we see it as our obligation to give back to all the communities we are so fortunate to do business in. In just West Virginia alone, we've grown from one location on the west end of Huntington to 10 rooftops employing more than 500 Mountaineers. Check out the inventory from all of our stores at DutchMillerAuto.com. Dutch Miller Automotive Group, West Virginia proud.
Dunkin' is here with your holiday helpers. Peppermint mocha and toasted white chocolate signature lattes. A touch of delicious holiday magic to help you seize the season. Sip through the holidays with signature lattes at Dunkin'. America runs on Dunkin'.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center. I'm Mercer Lowry. Welcome everybody in on this Thursday morning. The first game of the day will be Mercer Christian against Liberty. The next game at 1 o'clock, it will be a girls' game. It'll be Princeton versus Shady. Then at 2:45, we'll have a boys' game. It'll be Greenbrier West versus Independence. Then at 4:30, it'll be a girls' game. It'll be Bluefield and Wyoming East. At 6:15 tonight, a boys' game, Greenbrier East and Pikeview. And then the final game of this Thursday at 8 o'clock tonight, and it will be a game between Webster County and James Monroe on the boys' side. So we got 6 games for you here this morning, this afternoon, and tonight, day 3 here of this 2024 New River Community and Technical College Invitational. This is game 11 of 28. So the halfway point will be that 4:30 game this afternoon. That'll get us to game 14. Both teams completing their warm-ups, and we're moments away from getting the game started between 2 and 6 at Mercer Christian and 1 and 3 Liberty of Raleigh. So teams continue, like I said, going through their final warm-ups, and we'll have the horn momentarily. We'll have the introductions of the starting lineup, the playing of the national anthem, and ready to get the day underway. So if you love basketball, this is the place to be. Come on out to the Raleigh County Convention Center, and while you're here, you can watch the games on Facebook or on YouTube. You can watch it on your laptop, on your phone, or any other device that you may have. All right. So the teams are headed to their respective benches. As I mentioned, Liberty will be the home team. They'll wear the white uniforms, and Mercer Christian will be the visiting team. And we're moments away from the player introduction. And then when we have the anthem, we'll take a break and come back and have the opening tip of the ball game. In case you missed some of the games from yesterday, the late game last night was a girls' game. Spring Valley beat Beckley. And one of the more exciting games of the tournament was the 6:15 game that went to overtime, the only extra session we've had this week in the tournament. And the Musselman-Appleman beat Beckley 66-65 in overtime to get the win. Looks like they're going to have the playing of the anthem first before the introductions. And if that's the case, at least that's what Liberty's thinking. This is a little different than how they've done it the previous couple of days. But they are going to have the playing of the anthem. We'll take a quick break, come back with the starting lineups in the start of this morning's game after this here on Video Productions.
Virginia's #1 hit music station. West Virginia's longest running morning show. Hit music 24/7. One station, all the hits. 103 CIR is WCIR FM, Beckley. 103CIR.com.
Every bite better with Pepsi.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center, Dave Bardsdale Court. I'm Maris Lowry, and we're ready to go. And it'll be Mercer Christian, the visiting team, 2-6 against Liberty, the home team, 1-3. And ready for the player introduction. Mercer Christian wearing the black uniforms, trimmed in royal blue and white. And here is Mercer Christian being introduced. And we'll have the starting lineup up on the screen here momentarily. And there's the Mercer Christian lineup. You have two Pattons. They are brothers, M.J. Patton and Eli Patton. Kyler Carpenter, Chance Watkins, and Isaac Sharp, the starting five for Jeff Booth, the head coach of Mercer Christian. They are 2-6. And now here is the PA with the official introduction. So Patton and Patton, sounds like a law firm. Patton and Patton, Carpenter, Watkins, and Sharp for Mercer Christian. And there's M.J. Patton. There's brother Levi Patton. Had Carpenter, Watkins, and rounding out the starting five was Sharp. Coach Williams for Liberty, this is as they'll get ready to introduce the starting five for Liberty. They'll have two Akerds in the lineup. They have a Colton Akerd and a Jaden Akerd to go along with Talon McGraw, Riley Marty, and Chris Bowman. So we will have two Pattons on the floor for Mercer Christian, and we will have two Akerds on the floor for Liberty. This is the first of 6 games here this afternoon, or this morning, this afternoon, and tonight. This is day 3. This is game number 11 of 28 to be played this week. It started back on Tuesday. We'll run all the way through Saturday night. So there you can see Bowman, Akerd, McGraw, and Marty, the starters for the Liberty Raleigh Raiders. We are all ready. Glad you're with us this morning and ready to get the game started, ready to put the ball in the air. I'm Maris Lowry working solo here this morning. We might have a Bill O'Brien sighting maybe by halftime. So, Bill, if you're watching, that's a call to see if we can get you here by halftime. All right, ready to get the ball in the air. And for Mercer Christian, it'll be Carpenter in the center circle, jumping against Marty for Liberty. And the tip will be controlled by Liberty. Mercer Christian had it, but they were on the sideline. So the ball will go, the first possession of the game, to Liberty. Mercer Christian back in his zone, and Liberty will have first crack at it to score the first points of the ball game. Raiders work the ball around the zone. Here's a 15-footer from the left elbow, in and out. That's no good. That shot was put up by Jaden Akert, and back the other way comes the Cavaliers of Mercer Christian. Cavaliers versus the Raiders here this morning. Glad you're with us here on Video Productions. Here's a turnover. Nice play that time by Akert for Liberty. Akert on the drive. They cut him off on the baseline. And here's Bowman with it. Round the horn they go. Here's a three ball from the left side. Is too strong, but an offensive rebound by Akert. That three ball was put up that time by Colton Akert. As I mentioned, there are two Akerts on the floor. That shot put up by Marty Riley doesn't go, but here's another crack at it for Liberty. They had three shots, and they couldn't get it to go. And Watkins comes down out of there with the rebound for Mercer Christian. So here's the Cavaliers with it. There are two Pattons on the floor. As I mentioned, two Pattons for Mercer Christian and two Akerts for Liberty. There's a 15. We thought about a 15-footer. Then the pass over to Watkins. He'll dial up a three. It's not answered. And back the other way come the Liberty Raiders. Bowman into the lane, puts up a wild shot. Doesn't go. He thought it was fouled. No whistle. And back the other way we come with Mercer Christian. Right at 2 minutes into the ball game. Neither team scored yet. Watkins off a screen. Now this is MJ Patton. There's an MJ and Eli, and there's MJ on the drive, puts it up and in. That's a nice move by MJ Patton. He was on the right side. He used the left hand, used the window, and the first basket of the game for Mercer Christian. Pass into the paint. Akert with the left hand, too strong. That was Jaden Akert. As I mentioned, he shot a little strong. Back the other way is Patton, MJ. There's a little drive. Eli, they pass the ball down low. The ball is knocked free, and running it down will be Carpenter. Shots up, doesn't go. And here's Riley Marty coming out there with the rebound. And he loses the ball as he went down the lane. He picks it back up. So 3 minutes into the game, and we've only got the one basket. And here's into the lane, little short shot by Liberty. It doesn't go. That's put up by Colton Akert. And back the other way comes Mercer Christian. Baseline jumper rattles in. That's a good-looking shot by MJ Patton. And he has the first 4 points of the ball game. Coming up on 4.5 to go, first quarter. They get the ball inside. Akert double-teamed. He gets the ball back into the lane, puts up a shot, and it's rejected. Watkins with a nice defensive play. Ball's loose on the floor, and Mercer Christian turns him over. Watkins had a great block. And back the other way we come with Mercer Christian. Here's Patton with it. MJ Patton, he's got all 4 points for Mercer Christian. Passes the ball inside, and it goes right off the hands of Watkins and out of bounds. So on the turnover, Liberty will have it, and Mercer Christian will dip into its bench. Elias Sharp into the game. So now we have two Sharps on the floor. We have an Isaac Sharp and now an Elias Sharp on the floor for Mercer Christian. So we've got a lot of multiple names. So Mercer Christian has two Pattons and two Sharps on the floor right now, and Liberty has two Akerts on the floor. Reminded me of a game I did one time years ago on radio with Westside and Liberty where out of the 10 players at one time on the floor, 7 of them were named either Cook or Toller. And it's hard to keep up with who's on whose team. At least the names are on the same team. Here's Watkins trying to post down low. The ball's punched out of bounds, and it'll stay with Mercer Christian. Mercer Christian will dip into its bench, and Gage Thompson will check into the lineup. So MJ Patton puts it in play. He has all 4 points for Mercer Christian. He gets it back, dials up a 3, and hits. So it's a touchdown and an extra point, all by MJ Patton. He's got 7, and that's the lead, 7-0, coming up on the 3-minute mark of quarter number 1. There's a little baseline runner is good, and Liberty's on the board as McGraw able to score. So Patton brings it up. Watkins with it now. That's Eli Patton over to MJ Patton. MJ Patton spot up, puts up the shot, and he'll draw the foul. It'll be 2 shots. So MJ Patton, who's had the hot hand, he's got all 7 points for Mercer Christian. He'll step to the free throw line, and he will shoot 2. Next game will tip approximately 1 o'clock. Bill O'Brien will have that. It'll be a girls' game. It'll be Shady and Princeton as MJ Patton knocks down the free throw. So it's MJ Patton 8, Liberty 2 right now. As Watkins will check out of the ball game, and back into the game will be Kyler Carpenter. So MJ Patton with all 8 Mercer Christian's points. Second free throw on its way is good. He got them both. And he's got all 9 points for Mercer Christian. And they lead Liberty 9-2. There's a turnover at travel as Aker turned it over. That was Jaden Akerd. And now Liberty will extend the pressure as Liberty will dip into its bench. And Braden Hatfield will check into the lineup for the Liberty Raiders. And now Watkins will check back in for Mercer Christian. And now what do we got? Now Hatfield had to come out of the game. And I think because his T-shirt was black, and that's the color, his T-shirt black up under his jersey, and of course Mercer Christian wearing black uniforms. So he had to come out momentarily until he can change that. Here's a short shot, and it comes up short, and that was by Eli Patton, and it'll be over to Liberty. So here's Liberty on the attack. There's Akerd into the lane. His shot's blocked, but he gets it back. Akerd will dial up a 3. Doesn't go. Battle for the rebound. Watkins comes out of there with it. Here's Patton with it. That is Eli. Throws it over to Breichel, over to brother MJ. MJ's got all 9 points for Mercer Christian. Pass into the lane. The little short shot is good. Carpenter able to knock it down. And there's a timeout on the floor, 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them. 1:38 for the opening quarter, 9-point lead for Mercer Christian. We'll be right back after this on Video Productions.
When you're repping the blue and gold, staying ready is key.
That's why we hit up Little General Stores, our go-to when the clock is ticking.
At LG, they're hustling to cover your daily needs, fueling you both on and off the court.
From the finest snacks to a team that's always ready to assist, Little General Stores is the ultimate stop.
You can rest easy knowing LG has all your essentials.
Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
Find out more at lgstores.com.
Back here at the Raleigh County Convention Center, I'm Mercer Lowry working solo here this morning. Got the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing. Andrew Bolin and Jackie Moon on camera. 1:38 remaining opening quarter. 9-point advantage for Mercer Christian, 11-2. MJ Patton has 9 of Mercer Christian's 11 points. And out of the timeout, here's Liberty with it. Here's a 3-ball from the near corner, is too strong, but there's an offensive rebound. The putback swatted by Watkins, his second block of the game. Here's a 15-footer straight away. That doesn't go. That was put up by Marty Riley, and here comes Mercer Christian. But Liberty had a couple of good looks and not able to knock a shot down. As MJ Patton on the dribble. Looks for a screen. Patton on the move. Pass the ball into the corner. 3-ball from the far side corner is good by Carpenter. That's his 5th point. Biggest lead of the game here at 14-2, a 12-point advantage. 16-footer way off. That's a little strong. That shot put up by McGraw. Liberty once again with the rebound, and he couldn't get it to go. And on the rebound there, Watkins, they'll get him for traveling. So the ball will go back over to Liberty. So Liberty will have the ball, and it'll be Chris Bowman to put the ball in play. Gets the ball into Marty Riley, back to Bowman. Bowman baseline shot, and it rattles in. So 25 seconds for the quarter. And Liberty making Mercer Christian work to get the ball across. And they throw it back into the backcourt, and that's a no-no, and that'll be a turnover. So Liberty with a chance perhaps, and I say perhaps, to take the final shot of quarter number 1. 10-point lead, biggest lead's been 12. And Mercer Christian's had 2 players to score. MJ Patton with 9 and Kyler Carpenter with 5. Ball will come into Bowman. And he throws it away. Here's MJ Patton. Tacks the basket, lays it up and in. That's his 11th point. He's in double figures with 11 here in the first quarter. And Liberty will not get off the final shot, and that's the end of one. At the end of the first quarter, it's a 16-4 lead for Mercer Christian. We'll be right back with the second quarter right after this on Video Productions.
State Ford, where every deal is a Big John deal. Northside Drive, Route 19 in Summersville. Come see why people from all over the great state of West Virginia are making the drive to Summersville. Incredible deals on brand new Fords. The state's guaranteed lowest price on brand new F-150s, Super Duties, and more. Plus incredible service after the sale at Mid-State Ford. Northside Drive, right off of Route 19 in Summersville. Online anytime at midstatefordwv.com.
Little Caesar's stuffed crazy crust is stuffed with cheese and has a delicious buttery garlic flavored crust. And it's $9.49, making it the lowest price in stuffed crust. And I'm out of time. There was more time.
Pizza, pizza.
Grab the one thing that everyone's loving, and as it happens, they come by the dozen. Everybody loves it, and everybody knows it. Everybody loves a donut.
And we're ready for the second quarter. A 12-point advantage for Mercer Christian. This equals the largest lead of the ball game. And what a first quarter for Mercer Christian's MJ Patton, as he had 11 of the team's 16 points. And Mercer Christian will have the first possession of quarter number 2. So there's Eli Patton who inbounded the ball to MJ Patton. There's 2 Akerds on the floor for Liberty. And here's MJ Patton as he puts up a 15-footer. That time it doesn't go. Like I said, he had 11 points in the first quarter. This 12-point lead equals the largest lead of the game. Here's Marty Riley over to Bowman. Around the horn they go. Far side corner, there's a 3 that's short. That was put up by Hatfield. And back the other way comes Mercer Christian on the attack. Try to get the ball inside. Ball's loose. Bowman picks it up for Liberty. Bowman with a nice bounce pass and a nice finish that time by Colton Akerd. And Liberty scores the first 2 points of quarter number 2. Here's MJ Patton with it in the front court. Comes off a ball screen. Liberty defended that well. Patton shaking and baking down the lane. And what do we got? We got a charge. Got an offensive foul on MJ Patton. So that'll be Patton's first. It'll be the team's first of quarter number 2. Liberty on the attack. Here's a 3 dialed up. Doesn't go. Watkins had it for a minute. Marty Riley takes it away. In the lane, a little floater is good. That's McGraw with the bucket. And Liberty has put together back-to-back hoops. Mercer Christian able to break the pressure. Watkins has it. He's fouled. As McGraw for Liberty got there just a little late to commit the foul. That'll be Liberty's first team foul of quarter number 2. That'll be McGraw's first personal foul. And put the ball in play, just basically right in front of me. Here's MJ Patton with it. And Bowman all over him. There's Watkins. Carpenter into the lane. Throw the ball out. Nice head and shoulder fake that time by Eli Patton. He puts it up and in. And he'll draw the foul. So a nice move that time by Eli Patton. As he faked the defender out, went by him, and able to knock down the shot and draw the foul. Now we'll try to polish off a three-point play. Free throw, good. Biggest lead of the game has been 12, leads 11 now. Liberty working it around. Mercer Christian in that zone. There's a drive into the lane. Hatfield puts up a runner, doesn't go. And coming out of there with it is MJ Patton for Mercer Christian. Carpenter in the low post, spins, they double team him. Around the horn they go. Watkins will spot up, and the 3 is nothing but glass. Here's Bowman, around the horn they go. New player into the ball game that will launch a 3. That's no good. And that was Smith, Kevin Smith, and he misses a 3 ball for Liberty. MJ Patton races the ball up the floor. Watkins around the horn. Eli Patton, that 3, you could tell when it left his hand was going to be short. There's an offensive rebound, and a putback doesn't go. Good job again on the glass. That little short shot won't go inside. Mercer Christian had a couple of good looks, and they were not able to put the rebound back in. Ball's loose on the floor. Liberty able to pick it up with Kevin Smith. Smith gets it back, and he'll commit a charge. Offensive foul on Smith. So Liberty will show full court pressure. Mercer Christian able to break that pressure. Patton down the lane, he stripped, and we got a foul on Liberty. So let's see if they'll call that on the drive or they call that on the shot. And there'll be 2 shots coming for MJ Patton. He's got 11 points in the game. And we'll get to the free throw line. All 11 came in the first quarter. And Patton ready, first free throw on its way, and that's too strong. He'll get another. Jesse Roberts will check into the Mercer Christian Cavalier lineup. Getting his first action of the morning. And MJ Patton to shoot the back end of the two-shot opportunity, and he makes it. So he gets 1 of 2. The lead back to 12, which equals the longest lead of the ball game. Coming up on the halfway point of quarter number 2. Here's a 3-ball put up. It's good. That 3 that time put up by Colton Akerd. Full court pressure put on by Liberty. And the ball is tipped into the backcourt and out of bounds. It'll stay with Mercer Christian. And we got Watkins will check back into the ball game for the Cavaliers. So 3.5 remaining until halftime. Here's Eli Patton on the drive, and the ball, I think he kicked it. Now they throw the ball away. That pass maybe had a little too much smoke on it and goes right through the hands of MJ Patton and will go for a turnover. Mercer Christian led 16-4 at the end of the first quarter as MJ Patton scored 11 of his 12 points in that first quarter. He's got 1 point here in the second quarter. Here's Liberty on the attack. Marty Riley will dial it up from 3. It's not answered. And the rebound is to Watkins. Back the other way comes Patton with Mercer Christian. Ball's knocked free. Nice defensive play by Liberty. And here's Bowman out of the pack with the ball. Bowman drives the lane. And the ball it's out of bounds. And let's see, I think if Mercer Christian did hit the ball, and it will stay with Liberty. We do have a 30-second timeout, even 3 minutes left in the half. 20-11, Mercer Christian leads. We'll take a quick 30-second break and be right back here on Video Productions.
Meet Jessica Moore. Jessica was born to care. She always had your back. Like the time she spotted the neighbor kid, an approaching car, a puddle, and knew there was going to be a situation.
That's my best friend. She don't need no lift, drive her own car.
Miss Hogan's class? Yeah, it's Atlantis. Nice. I don't think they had camels in Atlantis.
Really? Today, she's a teammate at Truist, the bank that starts with care. When you start with care, you get a different kind of bank.
And even 3 minutes remaining in the first half, and Liberty inbounds the ball. Mercer Christian back in that zone. There's Marty Riley on the drive. They cut him off. Liberty backs it back out. Bowman will dial up a 3. Too strong, long rebound. They battle for it. Ball's loose. Down on the floor, and we're going to have a held ball, and the arrow will turn it over to the Cavaliers of Mercer Christian. Coming up in the next game, that's a 1 o'clock game. That'll be game 12 of 28, and it'll be a girls' game between Princeton and Shady. Bill O'Brien will have the call of that one. So Bill should be entering the building here momentarily. And I'll see if I can twist his arm to come on with me here in the second half. Here is Eli Patton, a baseline shot from the right baseline, and it goes. So right now, Mercer Christian has doubled them up. Riley Marty into the lane with a floater. It won't go. Offensive rebound to Bowman. Here's a 3 dialed up. Back iron, no good. Watkins clears the rebound. That shot was put up by Colton Akerd, and we'll have a foul on Liberty on the rebound. So Liberty is over the limit. That's their 5th team foul. We'll walk down here to this end of the floor, and we'll shoot a couple of free throws. And it'll be Watkins at the line. Chance Watkins at the line, and he'll shoot 2. First free throw on its way is no good. Watkins, left-handed shooter, ready, on its way, and he makes the second one. He gets 1 of 2. This equals the largest lead of the ball game right here at 12. There's a little baseline shot is good. That shot is up and in by Jordan Akerd. Here's MJ Patton in the front court. Over to Eli Patton. They are brothers. Here's nice take to the basket and puts up the shot. It doesn't go, but Watkins in there for the rebound, and they'll call Watkins for traveling. That was a good take by MJ Patton. He did everything right but make the shot. And then Watkins on the rebound, and they'll get him for a travel, and the ball will go back over to Liberty. Here's Smith with it for Liberty. Round the horn they go. Trying to find somebody free in that zone. We're under a minute for the half. Smith will dial up a 3 from the right corner and hit. A splashdown by Smith. And it's a 5-0 Liberty run to cut that 12-point deficit to 7. Mercer Christian breaks the pressure, gets the ball in the front court. Watkins into the lane, little floater off the glass, up and in. So that bucket by Watkins breaks a little run there by Liberty. Here's Smith dialing up for 3. That one's short. And perhaps last shot time of the half for Mercer Christian, the final 10 seconds. Here's MJ Patton with it. Does he know the clock? Watkins will get the shot out ahead of the buzzer, but the shot doesn't go. And at the break, it'll be a 25-16 lead for Mercer Christian. We'll take a break, come back, we'll recap the first half, give you some numbers, as it's a 25-16 lead for Mercer Christian over Liberty. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
1-2.
At Dutch Miller Automotive, we've grown quite a bit over the last 60 years, but our core principles remain the same. We believe in treating our customers and our team members like friends and family, and we see it as our obligation to give back to all the communities we are so fortunate to do business in. In just West Virginia alone, we've grown from 1 location on the west end of Huntington to 10 rooftops employing more than 500 Mountaineers. Check out the inventory from all of our stores at DutchMillerAuto.com. Dutch Miller Automotive Group, West Virginia proud.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center. I'm Maris Lowry here at the 2024 New River CTC Invitational, the 6th version of this fantastic event. And it's being put on by Little General Stores, or actually Little General Stores, one of the major sponsors, being put on by the fine staff at New River Community and Technical College. And they've done an outstanding job. The tournament just continues to grow. And we're not quite at the halfway point. This is only game number 11 of 28 this week. And at the break, Mercer Christian in front, 25-16. Mercer Christian scored the first 7 points of the ball game. They were up 11-2 at one point. They led 16-4 at the end of the quarter. They expanded their lead to 20-8. They had them doubled up at 22-11, and they lead now at the break 25-16. We're going to take a break. When I come back, I'll have the numbers, I'll have team and individual totals for you, and we'll do it on the other end of the break right here on Video Productions.
Ready to steer your career in a new direction? Look no further than New River Community and Technical College. With brand new simulators and virtual reality equipment, New River CTC's commercial driver's license program provides on-the-road experience before ever getting behind the wheel. You can become road ready by earning your CDL in just 6 weeks, along with a 180-hour certificate. Whatever your dream, New River CTC's CDL program puts you on the route to success. Don't wait. Apply now.
Let him ask you how you make this hard, dirty, wet, freezing, sweltering, exhilarating job look so easy. While they're wondering, you'll be doing. Because you can. Because it's there to be done. Because you have the will and the way. We are Bobcat.
At the break, it's a 9-point advantage for Mercer Christian as they lead Liberty 25-16. Welcome back into the Raleigh County Convention Center. I'm Maris Lowry, and we're going to give you team and individual totals. First of all, we'll start with team totals for Mercer Christian. They shot it well. They were 9 of 18 from the floor. Even I can do that math, 50%. They were 2 of 7 from downtown, 5 of 7 at the free throw line, and only committed 7 turnovers. For Liberty, they struggled from the floor. They made only 7 of 31 shots and only 2 of 17 three balls, and they did not get to the free throw line. And when you shoot 7 of 31 from the floor and only 2 of 17 from downtown, you're not going to get fouled. You're not going to get to the free throw line, so they did not attempt a free throw, but they only turned it over twice. Taking a look at some individual totals, it was M.J. Patton leading the way. He scored 12 points. 11 of those came in the first quarters. He was 4 of 7 from the floor, 1 of 2 downtown, 3 of 4 at the free throw line. 5 points by his brother Eli Patton. Also 5 points by Kyler Carpenter, and that was pretty much it. 3 points by Chance Watkins for the team's 25. For Liberty, their leading scorer was Chris Bowman. I beg your pardon, was Colton Akert. Colton Akert had 5. Chris Bowman had 2. 2 points for Jaden Akert, 4 points for McGraw, and 3 points for Kevin Smith. At the break, 25-16 is the lead for Mercer Christian as they lead Liberty. Take another break, come back, get you ready for the second half. We'll be right back after this break on Video Productions.
Number 1 hit music station. West Virginia's longest running morning show. Hit music 24/7. One station, all the hits. 103 CIR is WCIR FM, Beckley. 103CIR.com.
bite. Better with Pepsi.
Well, we're a couple of minutes away of starting the second half. Mercer Christian leads in the ball game 25-16. They scored the first 7 points of the game, and they haven't looked back. They led 16-4 at the end of the quarter, up by 9. Their biggest lead has been 12 on a couple occasions, and we're moments away of starting the second quarter. To let you know what else is coming up this afternoon and tonight here on day 3 of this 2024 6th annual New River CTC Invitational, that the next game will tip at 1 o'clock, and it will be a girls' game between Princeton and Shady. Then at 2:45, it'll be a boys' game. It'll be Greenbrier West and Independence. Then at 4:30, it'll be a girls' game between Wyoming East and Bluefield. Then tonight at 6:15, it'll be Pikeview against Greenbrier East. And then the nightcap tonight at 8 o'clock, it'll be Webster County versus James Monroe. The tournament will continue tomorrow with 6 more games, and then we'll bring the curtain down on this 6th annual event on Saturday with 6 games as well. So 25-16 the lead, and we're just about ready to start the second half. I'm Maris Lowry. Glad you're tuning in to Video Productions here this morning. Bill O'Brien will have the next game for you. As I mentioned, it'll be a girls' game between Princeton and Shady. The heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, I don't think he's had a break. He has produced and directed every game. Not only has he done it this week, but, you know, Nick and I pretty much have been connected at the hip for, you look at last week at the Little General Tournament. Then on Saturday, we worked the W Tech game here, and then we've been connected at the hip pretty much all this week, and pretty much that'll be the way it is continuing through the end of the basketball season. Sometimes, as I've heard, that great things come in pairs. So I guess that's the way it is with me and the heavy hitter. I always enjoy working with Nick Eskins, our main guy. All right, ready to start the second half. 9-point lead for Mercer Christian. And Liberty will have first crack at it here in the second half. They will put the ball in play at midcourt. And we're ready to go. Mercer Christian in the zone. Here's the ball in the far corner. There's a drive on the baseline, and they turn it over. So on the first possession of the second half, Liberty turns it over. And now here is Patton with the ball, M.J. Patton. He scored 12 points in that first half. He had 11 in the first quarter, got only 1 point in that second quarter. And M.J. Patton has it now. Throws it to his brother Eli Patton. They try to get the ball in the low post. It's knocked away and stolen. And back the other way comes the Raiders of Liberty. Liberty Raleigh, located in Glendaniel, West Virginia. Here's a little runner into the lane. That shot is no good. And the ball's thrown away. There's a shot blocked. That shot that time was put up by Akert, had it blocked. He picks it back up. There's a 16-footer straight away, back iron, no good. And that shot was put up by Colton Akert. And back the other way, here's M.J. Patton with it. Watkins runs the lane, and he misses a shot. He had a good look, shot it a little wild. Now M.J. Patton on the right baseline. The ball's knocked out of bounds, and it's a turnover. It will go off of M.J. Patton, and it'll be turned over to Liberty of Raleigh. So here come the Raiders. There's a drive into the lane. A little short shot by Akert is no good. Watkins clears the rebound for Mercer Christian. So here's Patton with it. Patton to Patton. Sounds, as I mentioned, sounds like a law firm. You got MJ and Eli. And Eli will put the ball in play now. Here's a drive by Watkins, and he misses the shot. Offensive rebound. And it's out of bounds over to Liberty. Down low to Bowman. Akered into the lane, and we got to travel. So neither team has scored yet. We've played a little over 2 minutes here in the third quarter. Neither team yet, as I mentioned, yet to score here in the second half. At the end of this game, I'll be giving you the New River Community and Technical College Player of the Game. Ball's put in play for Mercer Christian. Carpenter with a little fall away on the baseline is good. That's a nice looking shot that time by Carpenter. And that's the first points of the second half. Down the lane, Bowman puts up a shot and he scores. That's a nice play that time by Chris Bowman. Carpenter with a bounce pass, and the ball is stolen away. Momentarily, the ball is loose, and now Liberty does come out of there with it, and then restolen by Patton. Carpenter lays it up and in. So back-to-back hoops by Carpenter for the Cavaliers. And they've opened up 11-point lead. They led by as many as 12 on a couple occasions back in the first half. There's Bowman with it. Around the horn they go. Here's a three on the right side. That's short, and that three ball was put up by McGraw. But Liberty able to keep the rebound and have another shot at it on this possession. There's Smith into the game. He lost control of the ball momentarily. Here's Marty Riley on the drive down the lane. A lot of contact, no whistle, puts up the shot, doesn't go. And Watkins clears the rebound for Mercer Christian. So MJ Patton taking his time, walking the ball up the floor. MJ Patton will dial it up from distance. It's short, but he runs down the long rebound. Patton into the lane, little scoop, shot, and good. And this is the biggest lead of the game right here at 13. Patton's the game's leading scorer with 14 points. There's McGraw on the drive. The shot is short. It's out of bounds. It'll stay with Liberty. Liberty will dip into its bench as Houck will check into the game. Braden Houck. So they had to go retrieve the ball. And we got a whistle and a foul. And that'll be Marty Riley. And this will be the first free throws taken by Liberty in the ball game, as we see that on the Little Caesars Pizza replay. Little Caesars, the official pizza of the National Football League. He made the basket and polishes off a three-point play. So here's Mercer Christian as they break the pressure. Down the lane. Here's Watkins. Dial it up from three, and he'll hit. The big fella straight away behind the arc and drains the 3 ball. Lead back to 13, equaling the largest lead of the ball game. Here's a 3 by Liberty. The shot's not there by Marty Riley, and Watkins gets the rebound for Mercer Christian. And Mercer Christian turns it over right at midcourt. Here's Smith into the lane with the short shot. Is good. Here's Watkins with it. Patton on the drive, lobs it up. The tip doesn't go. Carpenter had a good look. It was a nice pass. Carpenter tried to tip it in, and the ball wouldn't stay down. Back the other way. Here comes Liberty trying to cut into the lead. Here's a 3 ball. Doesn't go. Watkins clears the rebound. That shot was put up by Colton Akert. And here's Patton with it now. Patton off a screen. Now throws it to his brother Eli Patton. He'll dial it up for 3. It's not there, but the offensive rebound is there for Watkins, and he'll draw the foul and get to the line to shoot a pair. So Watkins will shoot 2 for Mercer Christian and try to add to their lead. They've led the entire game. They scored the first 7. They led by as many as 13 on a couple occasions. And if Watkins can make both free throws here, they will extend the lead back to 13, but he misses the first one. So he's got another one coming. Second free throw on its way is good. He makes 1 of 2 and gets the lead to 12. At the end of the ball game, I'll be announcing who the New River Community and Technical College Player of the Game is. We'll have that in our post-game show. There's an air ball by Liberty, but then Mercer Christian throws it away, and there's going to be an offensive foul. So Mercer Christian will have possession of the ball with a 12-point lead under a minute for the third quarter. And Liberty will dip into its bench, and Braden Hatfield will check into the game. Bill O'Brien joined me now. And Bill, I don't know if you were listening this morning, but your ears might have been burning as there's a pass over to press row.
No, I deny it all.
Well, here's what I said. If you were listening, I was trying to summons you to get here a little sooner than what you did, but you're here now, so I appreciate that.
You know, us old guys got to sleep in. That's all there is to it.
Well, you know, I think me and the heavy hitter, we don't seem like we ever left. And, you know, these tables are a little too hard for my liking, so that's why I wasn't able to sleep here last night, as that 3 ball is no good.
You know, I would loan you my easy chair. They have brought me the nicest, plushest chair just because I'm old, and I would let you use it if you'd like.
You are the senior citizen of the broadcasters here, right?
That'll work,
of course,
yeah.
I'm almost up there with you, almost. I still got a ways to go yet, almost. All right, final 40 seconds of the third quarter. And that ball goes right through the hands of Carpenter, and Mercer Christian turns it over. Mercer Christian's led the entire way. They scored the first 7 points. They've never looked back. Here's a steal. And here's Eli Patton attacking the basket, puts up the short shot. It doesn't go. And Smith for Liberty comes out of there with it. Here's Bowman with a bounce pass to Smith, and we got an offensive foul. Watkins does a good job getting back in transition to take that charge.
You know, that was a pretty play, except for the charge part. Let's take a look at the replay.
Yeah, good job by Watkins to get back, and he does take the charge. Easy play to call.
Yeah. And I like the sportsmanship after.
So here comes Mercer Christian. See if they can get this shot off before the final 10 seconds. Here, and there's a incidental tripping foul that will go against Liberty. So Mercer Christian will have to take it out with 6 seconds left in the quarter. Plenty of time to get a shot off.
You know, Marison, taking a look at all of the games we're going to have today, this is the first of 6. If you want to be nice and warm and enjoy basketball, this is the building to be in.
So here's MJ Patton, a 3 just ahead of the buzzer. It doesn't go. And that's how the third quarter will come to an end. At the end of 3, it's a 12-point advantage for Mercer Christian. It's Mercer Christian 35 and Liberty 23. We'll be right back with the fourth quarter after this on Video Productions.
Every bite better with Pepsi.
Grab the one thing that everyone's loving, and as it happens, they come by the dozen. Everybody loves it, and everybody knows it. Everybody loves a donut.
At Dutch Miller Automotive, we've grown quite a bit over the last 60 years, but our core principles remain the same. We believe in treating our customers and our team members like friends and family. And we see it as our obligation to give back to all the communities we are so fortunate to do business in. In just West Virginia alone, we've grown from one location on the west end of Huntington to 10 rooftops employing more than 500 Mountaineers. Check out the inventory from all of our stores at DutchMillerAuto.com. Dutch Miller Automotive Group, West Virginia proud.
And we welcome you back to the fourth quarter, and I'm Mercer Lowry, and I'm now joined by Bill O'Brien. Bill, I'm glad that you made it here for the end of the third and be with me here to the fourth quarter.
Well, you know, Maris, you and I are going to be here all day and all night. I mean, you know, for somebody like me, I'm used to doing 1, maybe 2 games, and I'm going to be doing 4, and you are 2, maybe 5 of these 6 games. And we'll be out of here 9:30 or 10 o'clock tonight, but that's why we love the game.
That's right. You know, I was here for the final 2 games last night. In fact, in one, the Beckley boys game, which went to overtime last night.
What a game.
Yeah, that's the only overtime we've had up to now. This is game 11 of 28 that we'll have this week that started on Tuesday, runs through Saturday. And, you know, like I said, that's the only overtime game. Beckley had a chance to win it on the final shot that didn't go in, but there's been a lot of other very good games that haven't gone to overtime. And there's a foul, or no, I beg your pardon, a timeout. So a timeout on the floor, we'll take it with them. As it'll be 7:39 left here in the fourth quarter, 12-point advantage for Mercer Christian. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
When you're repping the blue and gold, staying ready is key.
That's why we hit up Little General Stores, our go-to when the clock is ticking.
At LG, they're hustling to cover your daily needs, fueling you both on and off the court.
From the finest snacks to a team that's always ready to assist, Little General Stores is the ultimate stop.
You can rest easy knowing LG has all your essentials.
Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
Find out more at lgstores.com.
Well, back here at the Raleigh County Convention Center, I'm Mercer Lowry, Bill O'Brien by my side, thankfully. I've needed some help here, Bill, this morning. I tell you, the heavy hitter was pulling me across the finish line because it was tough after being here last night. And like I said, these tables aren't for my liking, a little hard for me, but I was able to make it home last night and then had to get up bright and early and back at it this morning. There's a little short shot by Patton. He's the game's leading scorer with 16, MJ Patton.
And that's what you like out of a timeout. That was beautifully executed.
Biggest lead of the game right here. That 3 ball was partially blocked. That 3 put up by Hatfield for Liberty. So, you know, Bill, at one point there was 2 Akerds on the floor for Liberty, 2 Pattons on the floor for Mercer Christian. I said, I remember a game years ago that you and I did, and it was West Side against Liberty. And at one time, there were 7 players of the 10 was named either Toller or Cook on the floor, and it was so confusing. You're like, you know, I thought these guys were passing the ball to themselves.
Oh, yeah.
But at least the 2 Pattons play for Mercer Christian and the 2 Akerds play for Liberty. And, you know, Bill, when you get in some of these, there's a nice steal that time by Bowman. Bowman will go in uncontested and lay it in. And, you know, Bill, what I was going to say, when you get in some of these smaller, more rural areas, and of course a private school like Mercer Christian, you'll have a tendency, you know, to have a lot of siblings, you know, on the team.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a foul on the floor.
But the names you mentioned from Wyoming County, especially the Oceana area, I mean, a lot of folks with those last names.
Toller and Cook,
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
And, of course, West Side, Oceana, and Baileysville.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you remember that game you and I did.
Sure.
It's been 100 years ago.
You know, what I do, Maris, is after every game, I just erase the memory because there's a next game coming.
That's right. That's like I tell everybody, everything's in my brain except for what isn't.
Yeah.
And there's only so much room, right? The ball will stay with Mercer Christian. But, Bill, I have to say, doing these games by myself is one thing, but you've helped liven up the broadcast by I have now someone that I can have entertainment with.
Well, and this is not a blowout.
No, but I'm saying it's hard to have entertainment by myself.
Well, if you're like me, you talk to yourself all the time. I'm pretty entertaining to myself.
Well,
so
you
do that too.
Yes. There's an offensive foul. Last night, Bill, in the final seconds of that Beckley boys game, I told somebody, said people were surprised that I could actually be quiet for about a minute and a half and just let it unfold because you can see it on, on video productions, on the streaming on TV. I wouldn't have to say anything. People could just watch it. So believe it or not, I can be quiet for, longer periods of time. How about that?
Whatever you say.
Well, I have the video to prove it. How about that? Turnaround by Marty Riley's no good. 2 minutes into the fourth quarter and a 12-point lead for Mercer Christian. They've led by as many as 14. But, yes, everything I'm saying now, Bill, I do have the video to back it up.
We're watching the game now, but you can watch this at your leisure. Video production makes it easy. All of these games streaming.
As a matter of fact, when I got home last night, I watched the end of the Beckley boys game.
Did it come out differently?
No, it didn't. No matter how many times you watch it, the final shot for Beckley didn't go in, unfortunately for them.
That was their only appearance in this tournament, right?
That is correct. In the lane, Akerd puts up the short shot and scores.
Nice. Nice job.
Jaden Akerd with the bucket.
Back to a 10-point game.
Yeah, if you're Liberty, you're going to have to make a move. Mercer Christian's led the whole way, and they've dialed up the pressure, and Mercer Christian able to break it and get the ball into the front court. Here's Eli Patton with it. Gets the ball down low to Watkins. Watkins off the glass, up and in. Nice play by Watkins.
Marison, talking to Coach Williams from Liberty, and I said, tell me about your team. He says, we just got to get better, and I think they have.
Well,
they're not winning, but they're playing better.
And there's a putback in by Marty Riley. The main thing, and I think what he's probably talking about getting better, I mean, every coach, obviously, you want to win every game, but can you get better come tournament time?
Exactly right.
And that's the thing, the way it's set up in West Virginia, you have 22 games, to rehearse for when the real season begins in the sectional tournament.
You notice, Maris, you've had one exactly right so far.
So far,
nice
Liberty with Marty Riley have trimmed the lead to 8. First time they've been in single digits for a while. They've made it, Liberty has made it tough on Mercer Christian to get the ball up the floor. And if they don't hurry, they're not going to beat the 10 seconds. And they just do. That shot is short by Watkins, but they get the offensive rebound. Here's Patton. He's had the hot hand all game, and he drains up 3 ball. He's the game's leading scorer at 17 now.
MJ, huh?
MJ Patton. In fact, his dad came over to tell me that he enjoyed our broadcast the other day against Webster County, and also that MJ's younger brother is here's going to be an uncontested layup is good, and that bucket is made by Sharp. That the younger brother Eli's jersey would be different. I appreciate him come over and telling us, because how many times do we do games where there's jersey changes and we're not informed? Timeout on the floor, 3:29 for the game. 13-point lead for Mercer Christian, and it's a full timeout. We'll be right back after this on Video Productions.
I heard every time you order Little Caesars during the Pizza pregame, you score a fun perk.
And I heard Justin Jefferson is the most handsome receiver of all time.
Yeah, you can't believe everything you read on the internet.
No, I heard people say it.
Order pizza and Pepsi online on game day for a chance to win Super Bowl 58 tickets.
Pizza, pizza.
Take me home, country road.
105.9 WTNJ.
And we welcome you back, coming down the final 3:29 of the first of 6 games here this morning, this afternoon, and tonight, as this is the 6th annual New River CTC Invitational. And glad you're with us on Video Productions. I'm Mercer Lowry. Bill O'Brien has decided to join me. I thank you for that.
You're welcome. My pleasure. By the way, just so everybody will know, you were talking about working the last 2 games last night.
Mm-hmm.
You're the one who made up the schedule.
I know I did. And, in fact, I said that this morning. In fact, I was talking to other people from the media. I said, how did I do this to myself?
Really?
Where I worked the last 2 games last night, and I come back this morning.
Yeah, I was done by 6.
Well, we're trying to balance it out, Bill. I was looking out after you because I know is that Watkins
My
down the
bedtime
lane
is 7, thank
put
you,
up
yeah.
the shot. Yeah, I didn't want you to break curfew.
That's right.
Biggest lead of the game right here at 15 in the final 3 minutes of this one. But Mercer Christian has played really well. As there's a 3 ball by Marty Riley in the corner. Mercer Christian has led since the opening tip. And here's a team, too, and, in their section, I can see that Mercer Christian, even though they're below 500, as here's Eli Patton drains a 3.
Nice.
Then I can see Mercer Christian getting better and ready. Could be a tough out, in their section when the postseason rolls around.
Well, they're not in the SSAC, are they?
That is correct. So I guess they will not play. That's right. I'm really not sure if they have their own Christian tournament. I'm not sure how that works.
I'll bet you they do.
I bet you're right.
That's one for me. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Instead of saying you're right, I said, I bet you're right. And I'll bet with your nickel. How's that? That makes it even better for me, right?
Thanks a lot, pal.
You know how we do, Bill.
Oh, man.
All right. Mercer Christian maybe run a little clock here, and we'll have a timeout. And we'll take it with them with 1:54 left in the game and a 49-34 lead for Mercer Christian. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
When you're repping the blue and gold, staying ready is key.
That's why we hit up Little General Stores, our go-to when the clock is ticking.
At LG, they're hustling to cover your daily needs, fueling you both on and off the court.
From the finest snacks to a team that's always ready to assist, Little General Stores is the ultimate stop.
You can rest easy knowing LG has all your essentials.
Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
Find out more at lgstores.com.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center. I'm Mercer Lowry. Bill O'Brien's alongside. Biggest lead of the game right here at 15, 49-34. This is the second time in this game that Mercer Christian has led by 15. They've scored the first 7 points of the ball game, and they've never looked back. At the end of the game, I'll select the New River Community College player of the game, and more than likely it's going to be MJ Patton with the ball now. He scored the first 9 points of the game. He had 11 points in the first quarter. He's got 17 now as Liberty will throw the ball away. And he has done so much to set other players up, and MJ Patton has had quite a game here, Bill.
He really has. Good-looking team.
So Mercer Christian trying to get their 3rd win of the season. They entered the game 2-6. And as you mentioned, Liberty coach had told you where they're just trying to get better. They'll fall to 1-4, and there's a little short shot in the lane, doesn't go by Eli Patton. But, like I said, every coach, you want to win every game, but it's really where you're at the end of the season, as that shot by Akert is good in the lane. And a timeout by Liberty.
Getting ready for my game, it'll be a girls' matchup between the Lady Tigers and the Lady Tigers, Shady versus Princeton.
So while we got a full timeout, we'll take it with and be right back here on Video Productions.
All right. Yay.
When you're repping the blue and gold, staying ready is key.
That's why we hit up Little General Stores, our go-to when the clock is ticking.
At LG, they're hustling to cover your daily needs, fueling you both on and off the court.
From the finest snacks to a team that's always ready to assist, Little General Stores is the ultimate stop.
You can rest easy knowing LG has all your essentials.
Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
Find out more at lgstores.com.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center, 49-36, with 1:19 remaining in the ball game. And we'll be out of the timeout momentarily. But, Bill, like I said, this is just the first of 6 games this morning, this afternoon, and tonight. As you had mentioned before we went to break, you'll have the next game, which will be a girls' game between Shady and Princeton. Then the 2:45 game will be Independence and Greenbrier West. The 4:30 game, Bill, you will have a girls' game between Wyoming East and Bluefield. Boy, Wyoming East looked really good yesterday. You and I had that. And then at 6:15 tonight, it'll be Greenbrier East and Pikeview and boys. And then the nightcap, Bill, you will have, it'll be Webster County and James and Rowan boys. And I think that's going to be a very competitive game tonight. Here's a pass all alone for the easy shot up and in by Isaac Sharp. And Sharp looked sharp on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Final minute of the ball game. There's a runner no good by Marty Riley. And maybe Liberty, I was going to say maybe. I thought they might wave the white flag, but as they backed up. But now here's a 3 in the corner. Good. Eli Patton dials up a 3 ball. And the biggest lead of the game right here at 18. Here's a 3. That shot is too strong by Hatfield, and Mercer Christian out with it. So Mercer Christian has led wire-to-wire, Bill. They scored the first 7, and 9 of the team's 16 points. Actually, the first 9 were scored by M.J. Patton. He scored 11 in the first quarter. He scored 11 of the team's first 16 points.
You know, Maris, midway through this last quarter, it was a single-digit game. Yeah. And all of a sudden now, MCA has just turned it on.
Yeah, you're right. It was an 8-point game, and now with a nice little run here, that Mercer Christian
18
has ballooned the lead up to 18. Yep. So having some substitutions here. So Mercer Christian's going to win this, Bill. They're going to go to 3-6. Liberty's going to fall to 1-4. We'll have a quick post-game wrap-up. We'll have the numbers, team, and individual totals. We'll have our New River Community College player of the game. Playing the final 20 seconds here, and there's a Liberty foul. So that's only the 4th team foul.
Looking over there next to you, Keith Thompson, working radio on WJLS, doing this game and several others. And it's great to see one of the broadcasting legends in this area.
Well, you do that when you look in the mirror, Bill.
Oh, stop.
I mean, come on. You don't need Keith. You got you.
Right. Well, between you, me, and Keith, I mean, we got like 100 years.
And
maybe
then
more.
Some. Yeah, because I was going to say, you got most of that.
That's right.
Almost half of that.
Oh, God.
All right, so there's a foul, and Liberty's over the limit. So it'll be Eli Patton at the free throw line. He makes the first one. And he'll get another one. But you're right, Bill. It was 39-31, just an 8-point lead not that long ago.
Yeah.
And then Mercer Christian's exploded, and 1 of 2 made by Eli Patton, the lead, 19, biggest it's been through the entire game. But Mercer Christian's going to win this in a game in which they've led wire to wire, and now Mercer Christian just needs to dribble it out. So Mercer Christian will win it. I can't imagine that Liberty would want a foul here, and they don't. And that's the ball game. Final score, Mercer Christian wins it 55-36. We'll take a break, come back. We'll wrap it up in our post-game show. We'll have team and individual totals. We'll give away our player of the game, the New River Community Technical College player of the game, and we'll do it when we come back here on Video Productions.
State Ford, where every deal is a Big John deal. Northside Drive, Route 19 in Summersville. Come see why people from all over the great state of West Virginia are making the drive to Summersville. Incredible deals on brand new Fords. The state's guaranteed lowest price on brand new F-150s, Super Duties, and more. Plus incredible service after the sale at Mid-State Ford, Northside Drive, right off of Route 19 in Summersville. Online anytime at midstatefordwv.com.
Little Caesars stuffed crazy crust is stuffed with cheese and has a delicious buttery garlic flavored crust. And it's $9.49, making it the lowest price in stuffed crust. And I'm out of time. There was more time.
Pizza, pizza.
Grab the one thing that everyone's loving, and as it happens, they come by the dozen. Everybody loves it, and everybody knows it. Everybody loves a donut.
Yep, final score of the first game here on the third day, game number 11 of 28, and it belongs to the Cavaliers of Mercer Christian. They win this boys game. They beat Liberty 55-36. Mercer Christian is now 3-6 on the year, and Liberty is now 1-4. And Mercer Christian led this game wire to wire from the opening tip to the final buzzer. They scored the first 7 points of the ball game. They never looked back. They led 16-4 at the end of the first quarter. They extended the lead to 9, and actually at one point they extended the lead in the second quarter, but it was trimmed to 9 in the second quarter, and at the break, 25-16 was the lead for Mercer Christian. 12-point advantage for the Cavaliers at the end of 3, 35-23, and then a big 20-point quarter for Mercer Christian as they beat Liberty going away 55-36. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to go inside the numbers of this Mercer Christian win, and we'll do it on the flip side in the next break here on Video Productions.
Virginia's #1 hit music station. West Virginia's longest running morning show. Hit music 24/7. One station, all the hits. 103 CIR is WCIR FM, Beckley. 103CIR.com.
Take me home, country road.
105.9 WTNJ.
At Dutch Miller Automotive, we've grown quite a bit over the last 60 years, but our core principles remain the same. We believe in treating our customers and our team members like friends and family, and we see it as our obligation to give back to all the communities we are so fortunate to do business in. In just West Virginia alone, we've grown from one location on the west end of Huntington to 10 rooftops employing more than 500 Mountaineers. Check out the inventory from all of our stores at DutchMillerAuto.com. Dutch Miller Automotive Group, West Virginia proud.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center. I'm Mercer Lowry here at the New River Community and Technical College Invitational, the 6th annual event. Final score of the first game of the day is 55-36 in favor of Mercer Christian. Mercer Christian goes to 3-6. Liberty falls to 1-4. Taking a look at some totals of the ball game. First of all, the overall shooting for Mercer Christian. They were 21 of 40 from the floor, 6 of 15 downtown. For Liberty, they were 16 of 57 from the floor and only 3 of 25 from downtown. Mercer Christian went to the line 11 times, made 7. Liberty only went to the line 1 time and made 1 free throw. The turnovers, Liberty turned it over 10 times, and Mercer Christian turned it over 19 times. So it's amazing. You turn the ball over 19 times and you win the game by 19 points. But like I said, it was just a really bad shooting game for Liberty. Some of the individual totals for the ball game, as Mercer Christian will place 3 players in double figures. They're led by M.J. Patton's 19 points, 12 points by his brother Eli Patton, 11 points by Chance Watkins were the 3 main scorers, and then Kyler Carpenter on the verge of double figures. He had 9 and 4 points for Isaac Sharp to round out the scoring for Mercer Christian. For Liberty, They were led in scoring by Marty Riley's 10 points. It was 4 points from McGraw, 6 points from Jaden Akerd, 5 points for Colton Akerd, 6 points for Chris Bowman. Final score, 55-36. We'll take one final break. When we come back, we will give out the New River Community College Player of the Game, and we'll do it on the other side of the break here on Video Productions.
I heard every time you order Little Caesars during the Pizza Pregame, you score a fun perk.
And I heard Justin Jefferson is the most handsome receiver of all time.
Yeah, you can't believe everything you read on the internet.
No, I heard people say it.
Order pizza and Pepsi online on game day for a chance to win Super Bowl 58 tickets.
Pizza.
Take me home, country road.
105.9 WTNJ.
And we welcome you back one final time for this first game, as it was a victory by Mercer Christian, a game they led wire to wire from the opening tip to the final horn. They win the ball game 55-36, and now it's time for the New River Community College, the New River Community and Technical College Player of the Game, and that will go to Mercer Christian's M.J. Patton. He was 7 of 13 from the floor, 2 of 6 downtown, 3 of 4 at the free throw line, and had a game high at 19 points. So congratulations, M.J. Patton from Mercer Christian is our New River Community and Technical College Player of the Game. So for our entire staff here, for Andrew Boland, Jackie Moon on camera, for Bill O'Brien that helped out a little bit, and that is true a little bit, as the heavy hitter Nick Eskin's going to attest to that. Nick did another fabulous job producing and directing. I'm Maris Lowry, repeating the final score. Mercer Christian defeats Liberty 55-36. Up next will be the 1 o'clock game. We'll be on about 12:45. The game tips at 1. Bill will have it. It'll be Shady and Princeton Girls. Till then, good afternoon, everybody.